So while browsing through different dashboards and different practice projects, one student found this Excel dashboard on GitHub. I will provide you the link. This is similar to sample superstore dataset that we have done multiple times in our videos. And here you can see in this video, if you will apply filters, like if you will select a year or if you will select a particular category, then you will see dashboard getting changed. So how this dashboard is created, a very simple looking dashboard, but how is it created, we will discuss that in this part. Here charts that we have are, this is a funnel chart, this is an area chart, this is a map chart, this is a line chart, and these are our interactive filters that are slicers, and this is a simple bar chart or a horizontal bar chart. So we will press Ctrl Shift F1 to return to our edit mode, and you can press Ctrl plus Shift plus F1 in presentation mode. So here first we'll see the sales data. So here we have the data with order date, year, month, name of customer, state of that customer. So they all belong to US. Its category, its subcategory, and this is the category and subcategory of the product that they have bought. What is the name of that product? What is sales value? What is quantity and profit? And this is very much similar to Tableau sample superstore file that we have done multiple times. So now we will start understanding how different elements are created and then added on this dashboard. So to create a dashboard like this, first we need to create pivot tables. So when your data is given, you can select your data, go to insert, and from here you can add a pivot table from given table range. Then you will need to create it in a new sheet. You can also create it in existing sheet, but then you need to give location. Otherwise, you need to create it in a new sheet. So when you will click it, then a new sheet will open and your pivot table, your empty pivot table will be created. Let me show you. So we will create a pivot table and we are clicking a new sheet, and now you can see an empty pivot table is created and a new sheet also will be created. In this sheet you can select, let's say, year, state, then you will be able to see year and state sum of it. But let's say we want to see state wise sales, so we will select a state, we will select sales, and then from this table what we can do, we can select this by pressing Ctrl A. So I will just go here and press Ctrl A, and then I will insert a pivot chart. So here I can select a pivot chart, and that pivot chart can be a bar chart, it can be a pie chart, because we have selected one categorical and one numerical value. So we can select a data like this and this type of chart will be created. So this is one thing. But here what they have done is, so I will keep this, later we will use this menu. So this is how a chart is created. Then you can copy this, and what we do is we create an empty sheet that we call as our dashboard. So let's say this is our second dashboard, and this is our state wise sales, and we can copy this and we can bring it to our dashboard and put it somewhere. So this is what we can do. We can insert a text box. For text box we can insert a shape here, and here we will add that shape, and then we can make this shape in full width, and we can write whatever we are doing here. So this is state wise sales and profit analysis. So this is how you will write your heading and you will put it somewhere. So I am just doing it, and here you can do that. So here you can then go to home, you can vertically align it to center, horizontally align it to center, press Ctrl B to make it bold, and you can do this. Obviously designing takes time, but you can decide what font color, what font family, what background color you want, and you can change everything using this. So suppose I want this background color, and I can select using home tabs this particular icon, fill color. For font color we can use this. So this is one thing. Now what is this representing? This is representing sales by state. So this is how we create pivot. So I will create one from scratch, and I have done in various cases. This is just something that we are trying to explain it to our student. So I will close them now. So that's what they have done. So what they have done is they have added some shape here, and in that shape they have not added any text usually. So as a sidebar, they have added a shape, and in that sidebar, they can add a you can add a text box. So you can insert a text box here, and this text box you can write something. So sales analysis dashboard, you can align it to center, right? Go to home tab, align it to center, increase font size, and you can make it like this. You can choose another color like this. So you can choose your color and your shape will be like this. So this way you can create a shape here. And what you can do, whenever your pivot table will be created, so in that pivot table you can go to pivot table analyze, and then you can click on slicer. So your slicer will be created. We'll check category, state, month, subcategory. You can use them as slicers. So you can see this is now our slicer. You can select a particular look for our slicer like this. So whatever theme is there in your Excel, as per that theme, you will be able to select slicer. So now you can see we have this slicer. So for this also, we will apply same styling for all the slicers. And now what we can do, because this slicer is applied to this pivot table, so if we will click on this, we will see data getting changed. So we will click control and click them, and we'll bring them here. And now we can bring these slicers like this. So we can use these slicers. Obviously for month you can do this, for state you can do this. So you can spend more time in designing, and this is how you can create your slicer. Obviously here you can see we have category. So let's say we want to use these three slicers, so this is what you can do. So now I am just using this slicer area to, or I'm just using this area in my chart for slicer purpose. What they have done is they have used right side area, the person who has created. So this is how you can create. And let's say you want sales for fourth month, fourth, fifth, and sixth month together. So then you can do that and clear it from there. So that's how they have created this. So first pivot table they created was this. This was um, here we have selected subcategory. So you can always go to pivot table analyze and field list to see. So they have selected subcategory and sales. After that, what, so obviously for subcategory wise sales in the dashboard, to show it, they are using a funnel chart. But a funnel chart is directly not possible as a pivot chart. So this is a pivot table. If you will go to insert and try to create a funnel chart, so you will see here you will not be able to create a funnel chart. You cannot create this type of chart. So what they have done is, so they have simply copied this. So this is A4 and this is B4, okay, and this is A5, A6. So they have simply copied these cells and pasted them here. So if I write equal to A4 and equal to B4 here, so I will be easily able to copy this, and then after selecting this, if I press like this, so it will automatically increment the range and it will copy entire table. So this is how this data is copied. And if you click here, so if pivot table analyze, you will be able to see these are the filter connections already available here. So year category are already applicable here. That's what they have done. So they have added year and category as I added these four here, these three here. So similarly, they have added this. So, and now selecting this, because this is outside of pivot table, now we can go to insert, and then we can add a pivot chart. Oh, sorry, then we can add more charts here. And so I can click here and all charts, and then I will select funnel chart and create it. Once funnel chart is created, I can click on title and change it. I can select any type of view here. Whatever view suits your requirement, you can select that. So you can select that, and then you can copy this, Control C, and then you can bring it in your dashboard. So that's what they have done in dashboard. So this is how they have brought this. And this is a simple text box as I added. You can drag it anywhere. And this is how they have created funnel chart. Now talking about second one. So another, so you will right click there, or what you can do for your second pivot table, you can copy this, make sure, because this will automatically copy all the filters, and then you will create a new sheet, and then you will paste it here, okay. And after pasting you will select it, and after selecting you will go to pivot table analyze field list, and here you will select year and add year in row. So you will drag year in row, you will drag category in column, and you will drag profit in value. So that's when we will be able to see year wise, and because we have added year as rows and category as column, so it will be like a pivot table. Obviously name is pivot table. Furniture, office supply, technology, these three categories will become column names, and that's why you will get a table like this. And then you can add a chart. So what they have done is, here they have used this. Okay, so this is furniture, office supply, technology, and they are using a line chart. If you will go to design, you will see it's a line chart, and they are using style number 13. Okay, and in our line chart you can see here, so if you will go to format plot area, so you will find other settings also here, that what is color, what is background, everything you will be able to select that. So simple way to do that will be, just select this data and then go to insert. From here select a line chart. So let's say we have selected this, and then you can go to design and select any other design like this. So for example, this design is also good. So whatever design you like, you can select, and then you can copy and paste it in your dashboard. So let's say in my dashboard 2, I want to paste it, I will paste. So this is how you will paste and then adjust them to put in your dashboard. One more thing, here grids are there, so we can press Ctrl A, we can go to view, and we can get rid of grid lines. So now the background will become plain. You can click here, this is your chart. You can select format chart area, and here you can see rounded corner, then here you can see shadow. So I will select a shadow, and I can select this one. So this way you can enable shadow as well. So you can see similarly we can give them, or we can select their size and their shape. We can decide how many elements do we want in a frame or in a row. So you can see we can bring one more element here. And here in dashboard, another chart that this user has created is sales by state. Again, concept will be same. You just copy the pivot table, and you copy your pivot table code. So you will write A4 and write B4 here, and then select this and press double click here to populate all rows, and then you will select it. And after selecting it, you can go to insert, and here we have a map. So you will insert this map. From here you can choose any map theme, and you can click here, and for example you want to select a color, so definitely you can go to chart design and select color from here. So like you can select any other color style that you have here, and you can select a blue theme, you can select a green theme, whatever you want, and then you will copy this chart and paste it in your dashboard somewhere. Because it's a chart that is not a pivot chart, so obviously a lot of pivot chart designs will not be applicable here, but you can still format chart area. You can go to shadow and you can enable a shadow like this. So this is how you can create one. So let's say we are going with two visuals in a row. So we can increase their width. So I will just increase their width like this, and I'm adjusting their width and height. And similarly for lower row also, I will increase its width to roughly 50% so that we can see. Here we have different settings, like you can select a dark color, and your dark color also you can decide which color is it going to be. And here also this is legend. So for legend, font is not visible. So because we have selected our light color, so we can select a dark color, and now legend values will also be visible. Dark color means high sales, light color means low sales. That is the meaning of this chart. So this is another chart. Obviously we can get rid of this. This is shape. Obviously we can increase the shape height to our desired height, and because there will be 50 states, so we can increase this height also, and 12 months, so we can increase this height also. I'm creating a dashboard in parallel, which you can just see that we can do something like this as well. Another, and next is top 5 customers. So what they have done is, again, created a pivot table. In this pivot table, you go to field list. Here we have customer name and profit. Then you can sort this by, so you can click here, and you can press sort ZA, and you also have value filters. So you can select top 10, top 5, anything. Here also you can select this, but you have more sort option, descending Z to A by sum of profit. So in descending order of sum of profit value. And then if you will write A4 and you will just drag it for 5 rows, you will get this data. So this is another easy way. And by selecting this in dashboard, they have created top 5 customers making profit. So and given another heading. So you can click here, you can go to insert tab. And from here you can select a pie chart. In pie chart also you have different type of options, different type of visuals that you can use. So let's say we are going to use this one, and here we will use this. So and you can mention in your title top 5 customers by profit. So whatever we are seeing here, you can easily replicate this to create and answer more questions. That will be easy for you. So you just write down your questions and you can take help of ChatGPT or Google Gemini to give you more questions as well. So and then you can keep bringing your values here. So keep bringing your charts here. So this is customer count. For customer count, again in pivot table, you can go to table design, but actually I think this is a data. So this is already given. So here what they have done is they have taken out all the values from that table. So here we have a table name that is called as customer count. And in this table, what they have done is they have selected year and customer name only. So from our sales data, if you select only year and customer name, something like this, and you bring it like this and press Ctrl T, then you can create a table. So it will be created like this. So you can bring it anywhere. So then from this table, they have created another pivot table. And so you just need to go to insert and in pivot table from table range, and then this table will be created. Because in this table, you will just select year and customer name. And in customer name, in value field setting, you will select count. So earlier we were selecting sum or average or minimum or maximum, you can select anything. Here you are selecting count. And then you can use any chart. For example, you can use a bar chart. And you can create a chart like this. Then you can click on this icon here, or you can go to design here and select a design that suits your need like this. And then you can bring it in your dashboard. So this is what they have done with that. And finally, we have sales data. So obviously we have this sales data, and from where we can also create a monthly sales. So for monthly sales, you can copy your pivot table, and in your pivot table, so let me show you. So we have this pivot table. We'll copy this, paste it somewhere, and here we will just select month. So now here we will have monthly sales and month and sales, and here we will put month as row. So now you will see monthly sales. You will click insert and select area chart. So here you will find area chart, and then you can copy this area chart and put it here. So this is how you will be able to create this table, and this is how you can create this dashboard. And as you can see, I have created this dashboard as well. So you can create any of these dashboards using these methods. Now I will provide you link to this file. If you want link, I can provide you link of this entire thing that I have created. I will provide link to original source also, so that you can see, you can copy their work or you can copy our work and use it in your projects as well. If you have any questions, you can ask them in the comment section. We'll be happy to answer you. So see you in the next video explaining another project, explaining or decoding another visual. By the way, we can select this, and for our background, you can select a very light blue color. This is optional, but this is what you can do to give it another color. So this is what you can do here. And as I said, if you have any questions, any suggestions, you can give us in comment section. Thanks for watching this. Have a nice day.